Pilots, everybody, welcome back to Hamilton's Hangar. I'm Ché. We have Ashley on the camera. Dynamic duo back again with another video, guys. Today we have the update of our Freewing F-22 Raptor super scale build. We've had a little bit of extra time recently to work on this, as it's been on the table since September. We've had a lot more time to think about it than we have to work on it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. For those of you guys that haven't checked this out before, we're going to go to the wings real fast. Okay. So for starters, we have unilights, scale unilights over here, right there on the top and on the bottom, as you can see over here. All right. So carbon fiber all over this thing with birchwood, 5mm birchwood with 1mm carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is got from RJX Hobby. These are Electron. And these are Electron turnbuckles as well. So turnbuckles and, I'm blanking out on the name, horns anyways for those. You know, it's late anyways. So. Yeah. But yeah, so they turned out absolutely amazing. Absolutely love these things, okay. Next thing we're gonna talk about that I finally just recently got done is our wing connectors. So these are our wing connectors that we went with. All right, these are from Unilite. And we had to do all of this micro soldering here. We put these connectors together. And yes, they turned out great.
You did good.
Thanks a lot.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And so this is what our wing connector will look like. I haven't glued it down yet. But yeah, so just like that. All the wires are right there. Boom. This is going to be for our door here for these in the future, near future. We're going to pop over here to the fuselage now. And this is the one that's coming out of our fuse. So that's what they look like right there. And it gives us a really nice...
Dang, look at that work.
Really, really nice fit. So just give our wires a nice little twist.
You really do a great job. Looks really good.
Thanks, babe. Yeah, nice snug. Look at that, guys. Just
wow.
Like that. So we're gonna lock these down tomorrow. And yeah, we have our rudders ones as well we have to do. So we'll make sure we put those on in another video. All right. So my next thing is our Electron retracts here. This is all 5mm birchwood sandwiched with carbon fiber along the entirety of each one of these plates. I'll put a picture in now for you guys to see. Prior to the gluing. Wow. Yeah, those turned out really, really good. Really happy with how those ones turned out on there. We have the regular wheels on there for now, but we will be switching over to the Dubro ones. We did not get the nose gear put in yet. We're waiting on our main strut to arrive. When I was trying to mess with it for the Electron ones, I accidentally broke it, so we're just waiting on a new one to come. But yeah, so that'll be here in a couple days. I think tomorrow, actually. But yeah, so we're gonna move on over here to the elevators real fast, okay? Elevators, these are all D89 servos all the way around, okay, except for the canopy, which will be operated by an Electron actuator, servo actuator, okay? And we also have actuators for the main doors as well, which we'll go on to here in a moment. But yeah, so 5mm birchwood times 3 down there, sanded down just to fit, you know? And there's also a piece of carbon fiber on top of that wood underneath here with these screws held down in there with blue Loctite. So carbon fiber pocket on the inside of there all the way around on the inside. So there's not just foam on the inside. If you can look in there, you see carbon fiber down there on the sides, and it's on the front as well. So those turned out really, really good, okay? We were gonna move on to our power plant now, okay? This is our Schubeler, 93mm, putting out 17 pounds of thrust, guys. Got it in there looking nice and snug and fit. Yep, babe, you wanna show them the surprise down here in the back end? Check it out, guys, check it out. We got an afterburner on there, we got a burner. So, I'll put a picture in there for you guys right now. But I was able to come up with a way to put KM Models afterburner on there. The cone on the end is the same width as the afterburner when it was sanded down like a couple millimeters. So that's really it. Then we went ahead and put a 5mm circle on there from birchwood. Okay, we use our laser cutter to do the gear pockets and the circle for the KM Models Afterburner. Okay. Everything else is hand cut. This is all hand cut carbon fiber prior to us getting the laser cutter and all that. So yeah, it's been great. Recently having the laser cutter for these because they were like just too precise. We needed to go a different route for that. Okay. And to do by hand anyways, you know, to having large multiples like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, but everything else is done by hand. So we're gonna come up here to the, thanks babe, appreciate you.
You're doing really good work on this thing. It's coming together really nicely.
So we're gonna move on here to the, mic's on messed up. We're gonna move on right here to the main gears, or main gear, excuse me, bomb doors, main bomb doors, sidewinder doors, okay? As you guys can see, I got this all cut up and stuff like that. I'll make sure I put a video up recently, or up soon, of the gear doors themselves and whatnot. So yeah, but I got the doors, like the scale doors, we already have them all made to where they come up and they do bend. So we have the bigger part and the two smaller parts here, as you guys can see. We already did cut those. We already have hinges on those as well. So once we get our final wiring done down in here in the next day or so with our ESC, then we are going to get this bottom plate put on, because that's why I have it still open right now. I've had the plate done for quite some time, but I've been waiting to put it down in there because I wanted to just have the openness for my hands in here right now. You know, so it's essential to get the back part done, and then we're moving up to the front. So I don't really need to have that there. Then it'd just be like a nightmare trying to reach in there and get all my stuff even more than it already was. Because we completely gutted this thing, you know, for those of you guys that don't know. So this is all new wiring and everything. So formation lights are in this as well. I forgot to mention that, I apologize. So formation lights from Stemlings RC. They look absolutely amazing. Yeah, they do. Absolutely amazing. Like, just absolutely ridiculous. I have a battery that we can test these two on as well. But we're going to test the gear right now real fast for you guys, just so I can show you them real fast. Okay, and yeah. So that's pretty much where we're sitting at for now. We're going to do the nose gear modification in the next day or two, so you guys will see that. And we're going to do the rudders as well. But the back half of the plane from the wings back is pretty much done, guys. You know, we just got to do some final touch-ups. We're going to do the final wiring on the other wing tomorrow. This takes quite some time, guys, okay? Because the wires are pretty short up to this point. You know what I mean? You got to cut them. You can't have them like a mile long out here and then try to stuff them back in there all wrapped up, you know? So it's just important to kind of take a lot of stuff into consideration and really take your time on these small wires and things like that, because you don't want to mess stuff up, you know? And you definitely don't want to get the shakes up there. I'll tell you what. Man.
Oh, man.
So, all right, let's go ahead and power up the gear for them real fast, and yeah.
Yeah, he's been putting in a lot of work. He's doing a good job. Let's just say this is his baby.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh, you're doing the gear, okay.
2S battery here. Yeah, you can come over here and show them.
Okay.
So we got 2S battery. We're powering this with Electron gear, okay. Yeah, we're using the original struts from the regular jet. There's nothing wrong with those. We really wanted to go with a stronger gear route. One thing I did forget to mention about the gear pockets is that if you guys look over here on each side, so I did line them with carbon fiber along the sides as well. And then what we plan on doing to finish off is we're going to put carbon fiber along down, you know, we're going to sand this off nice and looking good. And then we're going to put carbon fiber all the way around up there to give it a nice finished look before that top part of the gear goes back on there. All right, gear cover.
That'll look really good.
So, oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Bring it up.
There we go. It's because of the tester here. If you give it like too much juice to the left, you know, it's going like over. It's like overcycling basically, you know, so. But yeah, because this is made to do with your switch on your controller. But absolutely amazing, right, guys? You want to see it one more time? I want to see it one more time.
I do.
Wow. So, you guys have no idea how happy I was to get these things installed. Like, absolutely none. Like,
oh, I'm sure they have a good idea.
it took forever.
Yeah.
And to come up with the idea and things like that, and like, you know, the trials and things like that. I mean, these pockets for these took forever, guys, to cut, like forever. I had so many, like ones that were just a little bit too small, a little bit too unlevel on the one side, you know, and then guess what? It's getting tossed because, you know, and that's after like a day of waiting on glue to dry. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of this project is waiting on glue to dry and things like that. So, but yeah, we are going to paint this as well. So if this is your first time here, please make sure that you guys smash that thumbs up and subscribe, please. We appreciate you guys coming to check out the video. You know, we know it's been a while since we posted, but we're going to be more avid on the YouTube as well now. So just make sure you guys stay tuned, and we really appreciate your support. And we're only doing this build because I want to. So, you know, and I get a lot of feedback about this build, about going like a turbine round, things like that. But, you know, we're sticking with this just because the versatility of the foam, the reliability of the electric, and yeah, just the fact that we can dive into this and I can cut it and do what I want to it. You know what I mean? And if I really wanted to, I can reinforce it and put something back in there and make it look good and paint it again, right? So for those of you guys that know how to do that, you know what I mean? So thank you guys again for checking out the video. Ché and Ashley with Hamilton's Hangar, dynamic duo back again. We'll see you guys here real soon. Have a good night.